Okay. So with that, we should be good to go. Yep. Hey. Yeah, I have no idea how the fuck that happened or what busted the system, but yeah. OBS for some reason completely forgot what my settings were. I got it back up and running, so we are good to go for today at least. Alright. Okay, so I gotta get up to 15 power before I can make a choice on this. Journal. Honestly, that's just how much of a dick the Templars were. I'm not really inclined to go with them.
With passionate breath does the darkness creep. It is the go in peace, Harold Andraste. It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Change we're still with, at least we make contact. Yeah, at least we made contact.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Let's install this. Might be later. I'll take care of, I'm gonna take care of that later. Right now, we've got to keep moving. Okay. And this is to go recruit Bull.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Comisius Aclasi with the Bull's Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
What can your Bull's Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references. You lead a company yourself, right? So you know talk is cheap. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull? He's a Canary like you. He's big, he's got the horns and all of it. He leads from the front. He pays well and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick his side.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
I heard the Templars have withdrawn.
Okay.
I can see them breaking the Chancellor's chain.
Now I need to run down so I can see what is super suspicion anyways. Okay, back this up. I can get everybody pulled up. We need to know Cassandra. Solus and Varric. Okay, what are... Okay. Okay.
Need something?
Okay, so he's still neutral.
Carry on.
What is Cassandra at?
Yes?
Okay, so she just gave me a flat out yes, which is... She's at least neutral.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay, so, need to go to the map. Okay, so world map, we've got Del Royale, Storm Coast. Is this range? Okay, so let's go to the Hinterlands. That's an Hushed Whispers, seeing red. These are all the red Lyrian parts. Lone Warden. Okay, so that is where I'm going to want to go. Next, so let's go ahead and go to the Upper Lake camp. We're going to take Sarah. Cassandra and Solus for now.
Nothing to report, sir.
Security records. Okay, targets are already upgraded. Okay, good. Alright then. So now we're going to run up here. Okay. Apparently there's a low body of water I can go into. Okay, got another landmark here. Okay, that is part of the saga. Once I've got all of those, I will read that, but given that I don't know what the order is, we'll just get those as we're going.
They will make this a fight, not us.
Ooh, mosaic piece.
Lie there and there, no gaps. Know what it means.
Alright, let's go talk to Blackwall now.
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not... How do you know my name? Who sent... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come! Hold the wall, men! Come to me! I wasn't here to fight. Stop! Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I'm here investigating Grey Wardens for the Inquisition. We're seeing if their disappearance has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
I'm not here to accuse. Not yet. I just need information. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire, make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware Grey Wardens could take whatever they want.
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt? That's in the Anderfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a Warden means something to a lot of people.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This Warden walks with the Inquisition.
Okay. Actually, do I want to run Blackwall instead of Cassandra? It's basically the other option for a good tank. So let's take a look at... So what do they think? What do we get for Blackwall? Blackwall looks like he's a better tank than Okay. Do I want a two-handed tank or do I want a shield? Oh, Iron Ball is my other warrior I can get. But he's just Stammer, so you know, yeah, I think we're gonna go Blackwall because I don't want to risk pissing Cassandra off. So Sarah, going Varric, Blackwall, and Solus. All right, character record. All right, how are we doing this? So challenge and call them out. War cry, grappling chain. Crippling blows. Coup de grace. Horn of Valor. Fortifying Blast. All right. Paper later found on the body of Danish sold from refugees in the hinterlands. The ink is smudged and infuses to made out. You can die pretending you learn back your soldier's honor, or you can do something with the skills that son of a bitch taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden, and it's not so bad. A little bit of smuggling, a little bit of extortion, you'll get used to it. Hey, Velveteen. Okay. Now. So go ahead and go hit this landmark. And then we'll start wrapping up some more quests in here. Now I'm going to hit this landmark. And then I'm going to go out to recruit Iron Bull.
Nothing to report, sir.
need to look around.
Let's also clear this rift while we're at it.
Excuse me?
Excuse yourself. Whatever you said and what I did, same difference to me.
I'd hoped, well, our people can sometimes feel the rhythm of the language, despite lacking the vocabulary.
Uh-huh. Know what else is good? Words that mean things. Like these. Words.
Then heed his Lhasa. That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Okay, so we got some more landmarks out here somewhere to go pick up, but those are going to be for later. Okay, something hidden around here. How do I get into that? I wonder if I can scale up this way. Ah, there we go. Okay, rock armor. Sign cameo. Elfrit. Alright, now. We need to go to the Storm Coast so we can go get Iron Bull. Okay, so we just got Black Hole, Cassandra, Condor, and we can't get. Okay, so the only other character we need to get is Viden. Go recruit her. Okay. So I'll go get Viden next, and I'm probably going to replace Solus with her for now.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, your worship. That's a relief. The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
A cotton and deep stuff. Tucker hide. Alright, this is right here, so we'll go ahead and use this. That's dealt with.
Chargers! Stand down! Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
Damn, it's true. Oh, the Chantry must love you. A Qunari mercenary is the herald of Andraste. Who'd have thought?
I see I'm not the only one doing well for myself.
I get by. I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Qunari, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
How much is this going to cost me, exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are. But you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
I learned of the Ben Hasrath from my parents. They are the enforcers of the Qunari, and the spies.
Yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
You're a Qunari spy, and you just told me?
Whatever happened at that Conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
Still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Qunari want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth it, damn, she'll put him to good use.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
You run your reports past Liliana before sending them. You send nothing she doesn't approve. If this turns out to be a trick, or if your reports compromise the Inquisition, Cassandra will eat you alive.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try Bloodman. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Okay, so I've got that. Now I know. Souls is like the best, but I do not want to listen to him and they're sniping at each other the whole fucking time. That's all just no way anything interesting over this way. Yes, there's a cave. We're gonna come back here later. Now, on a ghost cleaning house. All right, we'll move down to that next. But before that, I've got to head back to Haven and take care of a few things at the war table. Notably, we got operations to deal with.
Some of your cloth for bandages.
How much?
May God be with you.
I will take these injury reports to research.
We will study that.
on out. And I've got another perk to unlock. Even tailoring.
You were saying something about Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train.
Okay, so
Perhaps
that
we could
ability.
set up something over here.
Oh, get ability. Okay, so I've got arcane knowledge. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with getting all of these knowledge ones, and then I can move up from there. Okay. Now, what... Okay. Oh, we got the Cult of Andraste. This has to be done with Liliana or Cullen. Is there a difference in how this goes? No. So we're going to send out Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. Their coin. Okay. Watchtowers are ready. Inquisition needs bees. Let's come over here to Relay. His successor in Lades. Red Jenny says drop and grab. Chantry remains. Chantry remains, right? See, approach to. Hold on. I hate some of these things. And Imperial shoot. Ah, okay, I gotta guess I'm supposed to be at the world map. Okay. So choose a successor in Leeds. influence. What do I want to get a weapon? Influence with clothes. Right, because the only thing that influence is used for is getting perks, right? So I'm either going to get the shield or the influence, being honest about this. So. And Duchess storage. So I have to choose Josephine or Coleman. Okay, so that works out. So in that case, let's go ahead and go with Josephine.
Let us begin.
Okay, now I've got... So the Chantry remains. That needs to be done by somebody specific. Okay. Approval. Okay. I'm gonna hold off on that one. Okay, this one doesn't make any difference, but it does for Collins, so.
All right.
Okay. So now we're going to go get Vin.
Lady Adar of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed-up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Okay, what do... Okay, so just realistically, we don't care. We don't know who the hell this moron even is.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel? Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure? Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not ordinary times. The veil has been ripped apart and there is a hole in the sky. It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late Divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything. Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
So apparently this was all just cutscene. Okay, this stuff already didn't even show up. What the hell? And this be so let's say where is Dory? The beach here. Let's see how well this then gets along with things. But before that, back to the war table.
I saw the leader of Bull's charges. That
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents.
Thank you for all that you have done.
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
Right, so now we have the secrets of Andraste. We just see Liliana. See. Okay, so these don't really matter who does them other than time. So we'll go ahead and I guess throw Liliana at this.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
Honestly,
War benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
I'm not deciding anything.
Actions have consequences, my dear. Do not imagine that yours will go unnoticed by history. For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
Nobody should claim to know the will of the Maker. Not me and not the Chantry.
Perhaps nobody should. But if no one leads the way, many will be left behind in darkness. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Let's fit in. Huh.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Which, the ones who do things or the ones who give orders?
What about Solus?
Solus? His head's crammed up 1,000 years ago.
Anything to say about Varric?
Varric? Too clever. Always saying something, but never saying it straight.
Thoughts about Cassandra?
Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though. I'd stand behind her in front of anything.
What do you think about our spy master, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places. Swear I've seen her, too. Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now, Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And Cullen, I suppose if you want a jackboot, you get a big one so you can grow into it. Nice hair, though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
Got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team, but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control, reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's gonna be time to make decisions. Someone's gonna have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
Good day to you.
This Master Threat understands you.
Maker, look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. and to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
Here's not liking trying to chug anything. Any more pages right now. Oh, something stand up. So, black wall. Main thing is, I'm just trying to avoid pissing people off. Okay.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
Being up front is better than Oxman.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers. I've heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
I want this. Okay. Quest map. And Storm Coast. Because I want to get this done and work out from there. Sarah, Blackwall, and Vivian. Okay, so things I need. Okay, so fortifying blast or coming through. Go with that for now. All right, Farah. Long shot, first blood. Death from above. Being shot and from the shadow. Okay, she is not leveled up yet. So they're all slightly behind. Okay, Vivian. Barrier. That. Energy defense. Energy barrage. Bombardment. Chain lightning. Arcing surge. Peaceful aura and dispel. Okay. Can't get up that way. Means I gotta have some way of getting up over here. There we go. That looks more promising.
Harding mentioned.
And screw physics, I have a horse.
These must be the missing soldiers.
Someone should pay for this.
Looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Another key to that ancient temple in the desert.
We make our way down here. Here's what we need to do here for now. Let's see what we've got to do in the Fellowmire. Go ahead and get everything opened up. We can.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
Should I autograph something for him before he tries to behead me?
They think readings for the weak. You know, scholars, lowlanders, or legion peasants. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
They're only corpses possessed by spirits.
Right. Nothing to fear. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallowmire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
This could help us.
Okay.
This can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
We are not going through here yet. But Andraste, commissioned in 655 Storm by the illustrious Ban Hargrave, protector of the Fallowmire, to commemorate the completion of her keep. I'm going to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. Okay, but yeah, no, we are...
Signs of a plague.
I'd guess that the afflicted never made it far enough to spread the disease past this bog. It's fortunate. Waterborne diseases are often painful.
Okay, so we check this house and then we're getting out of here. Peter Marsh. The gardener's too sick to save. Everyone says grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Says those for our good. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. Okay, so we are not getting down here yet. Yeah, that requires me to get way too far in. So, that's going to mean back to... here. Okay, so the next quest I want to do is we're going to do this one. We'll work from there. So, go to Dorson's Pass. There are distinct benefits I would want to do there. Okay, like Evelina, I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the Eye of the Maker, finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City. Leave your father's servants to come up into the hills away from the pointless fighting between Templars and mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Anai. She'll explain everything and we'll be together and happy, waiting for everything to be right in the world. Love, Lord Barrand. Okay, so the next question would be, is it possible to keep Valina alive? If that's because I took too long, I had a feeling the answer is no. Yep. Remember, I gotta take fucking sprint. Your physics.
How did the Maker bring you here?
The faithful move to follow your divine will. It shall be as you say.
It's gotta be up a floor.
Maybe Venona should be here. We need to be together when the Maker comes.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter... Venona is dead. But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
Velena died because you weren't there to protect her. Go home to those you still can protect.
You're right. I'll go. This place, even if it's all true, it isn't enough. Not without her. I will return home to protect my people. Thank you for your sobering words.
Snap, what's next? Burns? Okay, those are landmarks I've already gotten. Can I do these rifts? So I'm gonna take a look if I can get these done. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. If I jumped around, I can look straight into this. Forget about it again. Need to find that hidden item. Models of Thetis. Hint 9 rounds with silicate to the nose, comfort to the tongue, strangely a half-mirrored whisper to the ears. Described as and inspires a wistful spirit. A vintner's oats. Alright, let's go see if we can close this rift up. Good. That's another rift down. And that leveled up a couple of them. Okay, Sarah. She's going to go for death from above. Okay, Blackwall. Where's the steel? And I forgot Vivian. Okay, so she is going to get Immolate and Wildfire.
I've heard things about you, Vivi.
It is properly Madame Vivienne, official mage to the Imperial Court.
Yes, that's what I heard. Not the title, the snotty bit.
However shall I recover from your condemnation?
You're still doing it. Can you even shut it off?
For you, my dear, no.
Nothing to report, sir.
Thank you again for rescuing Ritz.
Another favorite there.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
Well, I guess we'll get a ring back.
Thank you again.
The Inquisition found more food. Eat up.
After you, Nana.
Okay. The Tinter Imperium said that Mage should rule Overman. He just rebelled under the unrighteous decree. And the Circle said mages should be allowed to consort with unholy spirit without care or consequence that just rebelled against unrighteous decree. And Lord Seeker tells us to withdraw to Valoreo. My brothers, I tell you, we are the just, we must rebel against this unrighteous decree. Our battle must continue until no mage draws breath. Cast aside these cowardly shackles and join us along the river Othros Road. I already cleared that out.
We're the Templars. We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
Okay, so I need to check on something here real quick. This In Hush Whisper is going to trigger the next stage. Or do I need to have a full-on thing to actually do that? I think it's a war table operation. So, interesting thing on this one. Okay. How do I do business rates? So I'm gonna guess I can actually get in now? Question mark? Okay, before that, we're gonna run back over here. I can turn in frontline security. Actually, no. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it good there for now. There's some more. We'll figure out if we're gonna go with Mages of the Templars. It's probably gonna be the
If
Mages.
those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
I've built watchtowers in the areas you recommended.
Nicely done. That'll give both your refugees and our farmers some warning next time trouble pays a visit. I'll speak to the Master and have weapons sent to your people at the crossroads.
Elena says you got rid of those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now. You've held up your end of our bargain, Inquisition. You'll have my whole stable and good hands to go with it.
What can you tell me about the wilderness around here?
Got some old ruins in the forest, from long before any king of Ferelden. The lakes are pretty, though when the weather's odd, you hear tell of spirits. Beyond that, my daughter Sienna set up a track just over there. Fool girl likes to race the horses.
You sent your stable hands and your horses to the Inquisition. What about you?
Well, you've cleaned up the area, and I can't say I'm not tempted. Still, it feels wrong to abandon my land to go play horsemaster again.
Enough. I can call in favors with a chevalier in Val Royaux and acquire an Orlesian horsemaster easily enough.
The Orlesians? Hang that. No hopped-up Orlesian pissboy knows more about horses than I do. All right, Inquisition. I'll look to your horses myself. Never let it be said that Redcliffe gave less than the best. Just let me settle matters here and say goodbye to my wife. I'll meet you at Haven.
Let's go check our war table. Should be done with most of it.
And I shall embrace you. In my arms lies eternity.
So, I noticed you crept back to the...
For she who trusts in the Maker, fire...
Do you need anything more, revered mother?
As the moth
If you're not using them later, Zegrit is willing to pay.
I don't feel comfortable letting parts from demons be available for sale.
To be honest, I'm not sure who would buy them.
You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
Okay.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Okay, so... Where is this Templar build, sword shield build? No, this is still two-handed. Okay. I'm either gonna get the influence or something else that's gonna take multiple hours. Okay, truth or dare, the Imperial Court. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. Okay, that has to be Josephine. So we're going to pop that. Okay, the tree tree remains. I need to do that. Or Jesus dropping Gab. Okay, that has to be Josephine. A truth or dare. Imperial Court. Okay. Let's send Liliana out.
Let's see what we have.
Okay, I think this one, weirdly enough, I do want to fail. Okay, let's see. Do need to do that beforehand, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and put Colin on this.
All right.
That's where we're gonna call things for tonight.